Okay, so we have an energy field. The Kirlian camera can register that energy field. So they can make photos of the photons that are coming from your energy field. So you see the nice energy that a hand has. And that is also the reason why if you fall on your knee, the first thing you do is put your hands on your knee. It's because you are transmitting energy via your hands into your knees, so you are reducing the pain in your knee. On the right side, you're seeing a head as a photo from above. So that whole spectrum, that whole color spectrum around it is your aura, is your energy field, is your information field. When we are having each cell is a power plant, we are, if we have healthy cells, we have a healthy environment and it's strong, negatively charged. When we have a healthy environment, that strong negatively charged is around minus 70 millivolt, and your cells stay young and healthy between minus 70 and minus 50 millivolt. In that frame, your cells can absorb nutrients and oxygen very easy via the cell membrane, that's a cell wall, and they can expel very easy waste products, so the toxins out of the cell. So if it's nicely negatively charged, then it goes very easy. But by aging, that negatively charged is going more up and up and up. And what happens then is that the cell wall, the cell membrane, is hardening. So it cannot absorb nutrients and oxygen so good, and it cannot expel the waste product so good. So our cells, they are aging much quicker. And that is creating also a more positive charged environment. So our cells, they are going to age. They have ages and pains. It's going into inflammation state. And then we are holding much more water, like edema. Then we are creating eventually more an environment where tumor cells can grow easy. So strong acidity means a more positivity charged environment. This is being enlarged by all the radiation we are exposed to. Think about our mobile phones, the tablets, the Wi-Fi, the cell towers, and all the toxins we are getting in our system via the things we eat, drink, get via our skin in our body, the air we breathe in. All these toxins that are coming into our system are also helping to get a more positive charged environment. And we don't want that. We want to have a negatively charged environment. So what the Healy is doing is creating with little microcurrents, with little like little electrical currents. It is helping the cells and the environment to get negatively charged again. So what's happening, it's stimulating certain kind of tissue. Your kidney tissue is different tissue than bone tissue. So there's a kidney program, there's a bone program, there is a program for thoughts. There's also thoughts are frequencies. But by giving a nice negatively charged environment, the cells can absorb nutrients again very well, and they can expel their waste products very easy. So that's a huge progress, and it can help us to reverse the signals of aging and reverse signals of inflammation, for example. Because more nutrients are being absorbed in our cells, and then we can read the best from below to the top, is because more amino acids, which are the building blocks for protein synthesis, are being transported into the cells, more protein synthesis can be done. And that's the process where protein structures are being formed to build cells and to copy our DNA better. And that is resulting into that more mitochondria are being produced. And mitochondria are the ATP producing power plants of the body, and they are in each cell. So the more mitochondria, the more ATP can be produced, and that's your energy substance. Think about young children. They have young, healthy cells. How easy are they healing wounds? And how quick compared to older people? How much energy do young kids have compared to older people? It's all about this process. There are about 120 programs diverted over 16 program categories. When you select a program category, in most parts of the world, it will say you need to have ear clip electrodes or wristband electrodes or adhesive electrodes for local issues. But in the USA, for FDA reasons, there's only adhesive electrodes that are being delivered with your Healy, but the wristbands are being sent afterwards to you. So you can still do a lot of things. And if you want to use, instead of ear clips, you can put the adhesive electrodes between behind the ears for the same effect. When you have selected a program, each program contains between 50 and 400 frequencies. Most programs of, let's say, 50 till 60 minutes time, they have about 400 frequencies in their program. When you select a program, it's being downloaded on the Healy via your phone via Bluetooth. This is a very weak signal, so I'm very sensitive to radiation, but I have no problems whatsoever with the Bluetooth. After the program is downloaded on your Healy, you can even close your phone. So you don't necessarily need to have the Bluetooth on the whole time. So this is no problems for people who are sensitive to that. In the first 9 minutes, the quantum sensor is testing out those 400 different kind of frequencies on your body. Which frequencies does your body need the most at that moment? It is testing it out. And it will register which ones are very, very good for you and which ones not. Which ones who aren't good for you, they are being skipped. Only the ones who are the most important for you at that moment, real time, they are being uploaded to your body after the first 9 minutes. With the minus and the plus, you can put the intensity of the program. So in general, the average is about 50-60%. I always say you need to feel a little tingling, maybe an ant walking over your skin, that kind of feeling. Maybe you feel a little tingling sensation in your fingertips. It needs to feel nice. It needs to feel good. If it's not good, then put it lower. There are people who are very sensitive, and when they start, they need to start with only like 15%. There are also people who don't feel anything. I can tell you that, let's say 80% of the frequencies you don't feel. Only a few range of frequencies you might feel. So if you feel that, it needs to be nice. If it's not nice, it's not working. It's working against you. But if it feels nice, then it is good for you. How would it be if you would have freedom from pain? Constant or sudden pain that can take away much of what makes your life worth living. For many pain sufferers, it becomes the main focus of their life and their thinking. And Healy provides non-invasive, non-drug relief from acute, chronic, and arthritis pain. Also for muscle soreness due to exercise and work around the house. So how would it be? And I know from the USA, Every time I come there and I'm sitting at my breakfast in the hotel and there are everywhere TV screens, I'm like so surprised always. I see all these TV screens, and then there's like 5 minutes of a program, and then there is 10 minutes of TV commercials, and 80% of it is all medicine and painkillers and blah, blah, blah. How would it be if people would have a freedom from pain? How many people do you know who have pain? I think we can help a lot of people. Think about that. So it's one product for the whole family. We have health categories, fitness, learning, job, and bioenergetic beauty. With one Healy, everyone in the family can be helped. But don't even the family, your colleagues, your friends, your neighbor, how many people do you want to help? If someone would have a migraine, would you say like, okay, maybe I have a solution. Sit down. I attach you and I run the program and I see you in half an hour later. And that person would be get rid of their migraine. How much would they appreciate that? I think a lot. So this is really, really something that we can help a lot of people. So the Healy, how does it work? And with having to work, I just want to give you a little demonstration about what kind of programs there are. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and then you know exactly what's going on in Healy La La Land. So at the moment, I'm running the program Being. I had a very, very busy day, and I was talking already the whole day. So that's why you maybe notice that I'm mumbling at the moment, and normally it goes a little bit more smoother. So I decided to put the program Being on, just to calm my nerves a little bit. So we have all kind of categories, and these are all the categories we are having. But I'm going to start and just show you a little bit what we have. We have the Gold Cycle programs. These are 7 programs created by Nuno Nina, and he put all his wisdom in it. And he says that with these 7 programs, everyone can be helped. The Pure program is to get rid of toxins, to lower environmental issues around you, to get rid of toxins, to detoxify, to if you have bad eating habits, you can help yourself with that. Care is to boost your immune system. Balance is to balance out your body and your organs. Being is to balance out your thoughts and your brain and mental status. Energy, for more energy. Relax is to relax and to get rid of stress. And release is to get rid of pain, not only physical pain, but also mental pain. So with these 7 programs, which are on each Healy, you can treat everyone. But if you want to go more into special programs, then you can go to the Pain and Psyche programs. So in the Netherlands and most parts of the world, we can say Pain and Psyche, but in the USA, it is called different, and you see numbers instead of like the real things. So we can have chronic pain, teeth, jaw, local, migraine, depression, chronic back pain, joints, local, insomnia, and anxiety. We have learning programs to improve your memory, to really help you with learning a new language or whatever, to have much more concentration, to have much more exam and stress-related issues when you are. So this is not only for young people, this is also for older people. The fitness program is absolutely my favorite because of Lyme's disease, I couldn't train for 5 years. And now I started to work out again since half a year. I noticed that I have much more regeneration, much more strength. My stamina has improved. I got much more muscle. And with the weight program, I don't have to lose weight, but for people who want to lose weight, this is excellent. But it's also working on lactic acid, so this is amazing for sports people. Then we have the job and the sleep programs. So the job programs, how many people do you know who are overworked, or maybe with the COVID crisis are sitting at home and they cannot work? So they have a lot of stress and extreme stress, and they are being depressed. We can help a lot of people with this. Then we have the sleep programs. And with all my life's issues, I had so much problems with getting asleep and having a sound, deep sleep. But I noticed with one program, 1 hour before sleeping, I was just really amazing getting a very nice, deep and sound sleep. I was just alternating sleep systemic and balanced sleep, for example. Then we have the mental balance. So in most countries, we can claim that it's also working for depression, anxiety, and sleep disorders. So how would it be if you can help people with feeling good or having an inner strength for much more to work against anxiety, and the contentment programs, which are helping very well for addictions. Then we have the beauty and the skin programs, really remarkable programs, because sometimes out of analysis this comes forth that you have scars. But did you know you have scars inside your body as well? If you have an injury with a muscle, you also build scar tissue, and it can block some electrical signals. So we can work on lots of things in the skin, but also in the body because of this. I burned myself. I had a huge sunburn last year, and I was using the skin program twice a day. And after 5 days, I already started peeling. And normally I start peeling after 2 weeks. So this was remarkable that my skin was already, healed by then, and I had no pain whatsoever. And also the brown color on my skin, the melatonin in it, it stayed for 5 weeks instead of like losing it in the shower gutter in 1 week time. So very, very happy with it. Then we have the bioenergetic balance 1 and 2 programs. Amazing programs to get to know your body much better, to improve your immune system and function, to help with a cold, to help with allergies or maybe pollen, the eyes, hormones, intestine, nerves, flexibility, circulatory, potency, menopause, menstruation, local. We have the gastrointestinal programs, bacteria, tonsils, liver function, intolerances, toxins, head, prostate, lung function, thyroid gland. How many people do we know with thyroid issues? Joints and bones, sciatica local. Really, really important programs. We have the meridian programs 1 and 2 to help with large intestine, small intestine, joints, skin, heart, bladder, lungs, liver, stomach, spleen, pancreas, nerve, all these kind of things. And amazing, beautiful programs that are already existing according to thousands of years of knowledge of traditional Chinese medicine. They are working with meridians. Then we have chakra programs. Then we have protection programs, really remarkable programs that help with smog, electrosensibility, cells that are overworked, general protection if you have too much, too much you pick up, let's say that way. Mental for mental issues, sleeping also very nice and deep sound sleep. Subtle if you are if entities are chasing you or harassing you. Geopathy for earth beams, planets for full moon. I love these programs. And then we have the deep cycle. These are the programs being used for very deep rooted things, and these are very powerful. This is the collaboration of 6 universities together. So always start with the first application a day later the second one, and a day later the third one, before you can use the other programs. Then we have also some watch programs, but these are subscriptions. Then everyone's getting the bioenergetic boost program as a free gift to boost our immune system. And then we also have digital nutrition as a subscription program, also 120 extra programs in it, where we have mixtures that support your brain, hair, skin, heart, muscles, nails, ears, thyroid, age, amino acids, vegan people, a lot of issues. They have a shortage of a lot of things in general. Then we have, if you have too much alcohol you want to take in, this can help you with it too. Libido, allergies, immune system, name it. Men, women, children, psyche, sleep, growth, wounds, energy. And then we have substances which are like the vitamins and the vitamin D, all the A till K, I always say, all the B vitamins, coenzyme Q10, lysine, cysteine, zinc. And we have to say this because did you know that every vitamin or everything you eat, it has a physical component, but it also has an information component. So now you don't have to buy these supplements anymore because you are unlocking the nutrients out of the food that you are having. And on top of that, you can add the frequency component to it, and it is doing exactly the same. So instead of putting a key in a lock, now you are using a digital key to open something. And this is exactly what's doing. So iodine, vitamin B12, C, copper, magnesium, glutamine, B12. We have 5-HTP, melatonin, serotonin. I was using the serotonin program a lot of times because 15 minutes this program and you feel instant happy. It's so much fun. And the melatonin program, half an hour before sleep, 50 minutes before sleep, and you have a very nice deep sound sleep again. So this is a subscription. So the digital nutrition is a subscription, and ask the person who invited you for that to give you a little bit more information. We also have a second app, and this is the Heal Advisor Analyze app. And I see that it is now in Dutch, so I'm going to English. So to give you a better understanding. So with the Analyze app, we can do analysis. And this is really, really cool because you have seen a lot of programs right now. Yeah. So with all these programs, and you don't know which one to choose. Well, it makes it easy. You can create a profile, so you can create a person, an animal, a plant, organization, building, all these kind of things. That's all possible because everything has their energy. And we can do an analysis. For example, I put myself here and it asks, what do I have the greatest resonance with right now? Then I can go to the database and we have the gold cycle, the pain psyche, learning, fitness, job, etc., etc. So if I want to know from the 7 gold cycle programs, which one is the most important for me right now, I can do an analysis. So the Healy is reading my energy field. Like I said, my body is like an antenna, and the Healy is like an antenna. So it can pick up these signals. So at the moment, the program Pure is the most important program for me at the moment. Then comes energy, then comes being, then comes relax, and then comes balance. So I can go to my treatment app, and the treatment app works with the electrodes. So it is sending these little microcurrents into my body, and it's testing all these 400 frequencies on my body. The resonance works differently. Instead of sending microcurrent pulses into your body, it is now sending only information. It's only sending frequencies like a radio signal to my energy field, to my information field. And it cannot do all 400 frequencies at the same moment. So what is just measuring with this is the most important frequencies from each program. So the pure maybe has like 10, the energy maybe has 10, the being has maybe 10. And I can send these most important frequencies right now. I can make a PDF, but I can send it as a vibration mode. So the sensor in the Healy is going to act like an antenna sender. So it's going to vibrate these frequencies out. And you can do that 4 times a day, 1 minute 20. You can do that 3 times a day, 2 minutes 49, like giving your body a shot of frequencies. So instead of 3 times a day taking a painkiller, you can now send 3 times a day some frequencies in order to help you. Or maybe a one time 5 minute 59 or one time 12 minute 40 maximum. And that's more than enough. There are also longer times, but this is only for buildings and organizations and those things. So for the human body, you don't need to have so much. So what I'm doing now, I'm vibrating the most important frequencies from these 5 programs into my energy field. And you know what? My aura is doing something with it. It's really, really cool what it is doing. So I have benefit from this. And this is nice and working via the quantum field. I'm going to stop this. So you can do that with many other programs. But the nice thing is that you are also getting 7 extra holistic remedies extra. And this is really nice because it's also giving a description about what's going on with you right now. So the Bach flower remedies, it are 39 of it. I can do, for example, an analysis on it. So when I do an analysis, it will also explain to me why I need it, because each essence is being attached to a certain kind of ailment, and maybe you remember some things out of these. So you can also send this as a frequency to your energy field. So we have the Bach flower remedies, we have materia medica, which is like medical herbs. We have amino acids with all the vitamins and amino acids in it. We have the Australian bush flowers, which is like an even greater category, bigger category than the Bach flower remedies. The Alaskan gem elixirs, the Schussler salts, and the I Ching. Schussler salts are mineral salts, and I Ching, it has to do with a lot of mental things and states from you. And so really, really interesting what's going on. So I really love the materia medica because it's giving such a nice thing about what's going on in your field if there's really something medical also going on. So you can do these things. You can also create an aura analysis, and then you can record your aura. So it shows you where it is out of balance. So it says like my crown chakra, my forehead, and my plexus is somehow out of balance. And if I want to know, and this is a moment, so if you have a vortex and you know something is in movement, and you make a picture, if you make a picture of a dancing girl, this is the result of it. But if you would do a second later, you will get a different picture. But still, it captures the moment. So with this moment, I can do a deeper analysis. So it's going to look at what's going on around it. And it also gives you very nice descriptions about what's going on in my life and what I need to improve. And then I can do, for example, I can make a PDF and I can send it to myself, or I can sit down on the couch. And I think I'm going to vibrate this later on for 12 minutes because it was quite a day, I can tell you. So 12 minutes, I'm going to vibrate this while I'm having this webinar. I'm going to stop this. A lot of information, huh? There are a lot of people here online, so maybe some 165 already. How cool! So maybe there are some people here who want to share their experience with us. If you have a beautiful experience with the Healy, this is not for questions now, this webinar. We just only share a few testimonials and experiences with the Healy. So if you have a beautiful experience, please unmute yourself and you can help other people about letting know what your experience is. So please go ahead. Who wants to be first?
Hi there.
Hi, Jude.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm so excited about Healy. I live in the U.S. and I found out about Healy in November, and on November 23rd, the Healy people came over to announce the pre-launch. Several days before the event, my lower jaw was in excruciating pain. My face was disfigured with swelling, and I had this white blister on my gum. And I said, "Oh, you can't go." And it's like, you have to go. So I drove to Miami for 4 solid hours, got there. Thank God I got to sit in the front seat. And after the event was over, and of course, all the speakers had their Heelys on, just like you do. And I asked if there was any way I could get time on the Healy. I got maybe 10 or 15 minutes. First he said, "Do you want energy?" It's like, "No, I've got pain." And we put it on, and he said, "Are you feeling anything?" And every now and then I just get a little twinge, maybe like 4 or 5 times. But so then he said, "I've got to, go talk to other people." It's, "Well, thank you so much." So I jumped in my car, drove back. It actually took 5 hours to get back. I jumped in bed. The next morning, absolute no swelling, absolutely no pain. And the blister, the skin was sunk in, where the blister was out, now it was sunk in. And that was November. And then last week I went to the dentist and said, because you never know if there's any more lingering infection in there. So we did the x-rays, it's perfect. So, we all have teeth problems at times in our life, and that's just one of the wonderful things it's helped me with.
Thank you, Jude.
Hands with arthritis pain too. So yeah, I love Healy.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing.
My pleasure.
Someone else who wants to share in a minute their experience. You can unmute yourself. I also know that Patrick maybe is online, and Patrick has a remarkable things also with his pets. And maybe you already have a new experience which you can share with us.
Yeah, the amino acid program. And if you want to feel good, run the amino acids. Yeah, I'm really exploring the digital nutrition app, and it's unbelievable what that's doing. Every time I run the amino acid program, either in the resonance or with the microcurrents, I feel like it's something that my body's definitely not getting enough of through nutrients. And after I run it with the frequencies, I feel amazing. I feel mental clarity, beyond belief, energy. I just did it. Can you tell I'm hyped? So it's just unbelievable. So that's kind of my latest foray. My sleep has gone from every night being poor, according to the Healy Watch app, to good every single night. And that's just, it's beautiful. It's amazing. I'm waking up feeling better and better. And yeah, so that's my weekly story.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, Patrick.
You're welcome.
I see also Maria Mogiorossi. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Thank you. Well, first of all, thank you so much for your time and your leadership and your knowledge that you're sharing with all of us, because it's so helpful. So thank you. I just wanted to share a quick story. I'm patiently, gratefully waiting for my Healy to show up. But my sister, who I had told I told the Healy about probably about a month ago, she kind of shrugged her shoulders, didn't quite jump on, purchasing one. But lo and behold, she ran into a friend a few weeks later, and her friend started to tell her about some sessions that she was having with a therapist. And when my sister inquired a little bit more about, her sessions, her friend said, yeah, there's a device out there called the Healy. And I've been having a few sessions with it, and it's completely changed my life. So lo and behold, my sister is now purchasing a Healy, which is so exciting. But apparently and I don't know if I can say this, if the Zoom is being recorded or not, but
No, it's not being recorded. Just blab it out.
Okay, so she was suffering from a lot of depression.
Okay. Oh, she.
emotional-
No, I'm talking about you. You can say whatever you want from yourself. Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it. Well, like I said, I'm still patiently waiting for my Healy, but I'm so grateful to have come, crossed paths with the Healy, and I can't wait, and I really look forward to it. But I just really enjoyed, having my sister tell me her story and her whole experience and her friend's experience. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jennifer, do you have a beautiful story from yourself which you can share with us?
I do, but I also have a quick question. Can you reiterate when using the vibration with the resonance, what the length of timing for vibration these programs should be at?
Yeah, ask the person who invited you for this webinar, because they have probably like a schedule where you can get it.
Okay, great. Yeah,
Yes.
no, and for myself, I have this like patch of kind of basically looks like maybe eczema or something on my skin, and I've been using the skin support local or acute, I should say. And just in a few days, it's already showing signs of it going away and finally healing after dealing with it for several months. So I'm very thankful.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. Wonderful. Let me say, is there anyone else the last one who would like to share in a short 1 minute what their experience is? Please unmute yourself. And
Hi.
Yeah, Michael Lund.
I'm Thora.
Oh, hello.
Iceland.
Hello.
I live in Denmark. We are waiting till they open their country. I have a story for myself.
Yes.
I get my Healy in October, and I'm not much in technique, so I cannot get them really work. I think I bought the big one. And I say sometimes they send this earlier to you, and I thinking it's not expect to work. They get a cancer in November.
Is this a testimonial you want to share with us?
Yeah, I'm healing now.
Okay.
It takes me 2 months to take a cancer away.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't understand it right. So tell again.
I bought my Healy in October, and I get a cancer in November.
Okay.
Lympho cancer. I don't know how to say
Lymphocancer.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my lungs was full of water, my liver and my milk, all of the things that were left size was on bigger, and I cannot breathe. And I go in what you call a medicine cure, and I say to my husband, you have to help me to let the Healy start working for me. And Healy go on straight away. I was not expect to get it on in October. I think we have to tell the story. So I use lympho for the lungs, liver, and for lymph. I don't know if we say that in English.
Lymph system.
Lymph system. And one more, Mister. Okay, I was using this program every day, and I go in some scanning for the body, and they can see it was cancer all the way, and in my blood, in my bones, everywhere. And 2 months later, I go every week to empty my lungs, 2 liters. And at the end of January, I can find out if something was happening. Stop. No, no empty my lungs anymore. I have energy out for like I can go to the moon.
Oh, wow.
And I go in 3 times in medicine. They must back to put me 6 times, and I get to go in scanning again, and they cannot see I have a cancer. I have never been with cancer.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Yay! Yay! That's awesome.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling fantastic. Now I detox all the medicine out of my body, and my skin is much better, and I look much younger.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much. And I say, everyone has to have a Healy.
Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you.
Bye-bye from Denmark and Iceland.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Unfortunately, we have to proceed with the webinar. So I'm sorry if I need to mute some people, but we have to go further. But if you really want to know more about what the Healy can do, I refer you to Healy Global Experiences. We have more than 9,000 members, and Healy on Facebook, Healy Global Experiences page. It has all kind of beautiful testimonials, also with animals. So go there and see what it can do for you. And if you have a story to share with us, please do. This group is not for questions. So please read the guidelines here. This is just a testimonial only group. So this is not for questions, only testimonials, and read the guidelines. So we're keeping it nice and clean, and that we can keep on sharing these experiences, because Big Pharma is watching, of course. So we need to have a little bit of compliance, of course. But I have to proceed with the presentation again. And what I want to show you is that we have several editions. We have 4 different kind of Healys. What I told you is that the time waiver is between $12,000 and $40,000, and the Healy, when it came out, it was about 8,000 euro, which is like $8,500. But because we have put it in the market for social selling, it is now way more cheaper. The most basic version we have for $470 plus tax. So you have the Healy Gold with all that 7 gold cycle programs, and you can get 1 extra program group of your choice extra. If you want to have another program, you can buy that, no problem. You can buy each program individual if you want. However, it is much easier to buy a bigger version, because for just a few $100 more, you have the holistic health. So besides the gold cycle, you have 8 more program pages. You have local stimulation, bioenergetic balance 1 and 2, mental balance, meridians 1 and 2, sleep and skin, and that for an investment in yourself for $942 plus tax. If you want also the holistic lifestyle programs like the learning, fitness, job, beauty, chakras, protection, then go for the Holistic Health Plus for $1,413 plus tax. These first 3 versions, they only work with the treatment app and they only work with electrodes. If you want, you can add an extra subscription like digital nutrition to it, so you have another 120 extra programs with nutrition in a digital way. Unfortunately, people who have a pacemaker, who are pregnant, and people who have epileptic disorders, they cannot use these first 3 versions because it's working with microcurrents. The Healy Resonance investment in yourself of $2,357 plus tax is the same Healy, but it is unlocking the extra analysis app, the Heal Advisor Analyze app, where the resonance and aura module is and you can do analysis. And because it's working with vibrations, it's working only with the frequencies instead of microcurrents, it is also possible and suitable for almost everyone there is, including animals, kids, etc. So really, really something nice. And it doesn't matter which Healy you choose. Doesn't matter. Because each Healy has a 14-day risk-free money-back guarantee. At the moment, they are catching up with all the back orders they are having because of the huge success in the USA. But your test out period starts from the moment it arrives at your doorstep. So when it is delivered, 14 days goes in where you can test it out, where you can send it, where not only you can test it out, but you say also to your best friend or your family, say, hey, I have something really, really remarkable. Sit down. I want to let you experience something, or I want to do an analysis on you, or whatever. So don't test it only on yourself. Test it also on other people. And maybe those people have an earlier experience as you do, because everybody is different. But if you don't like it whatsoever, just send an email to the company, and as soon as they respond, and it is in time, then you have just your free money back guarantee, no matter what. So the Healy was before only used as for pains and aches and all kind of body issues. However, the Healy is not only for sick people. The Healy is also for prevention. And if we look at prevention, we also have to include nutrition. So we have digital nutrition with a complete shopping list of what to buy, eat. It creates lists of treatment protocols, etc. Then we have motion for life. So we have the Healy watch, and the Healy watch is doing way more than a normal fitness tracker, because the Healy watch is also measuring the whole time and giving you advices about what kind of programs to run. So really, really cool gadgets that are working together, but I'm not going too deep in that in this webinar. So the Healy is working and communicating with all these apps, and that's communicating with the cloud, with the expert database. And 15 years of experience is in this database. So only that database is going to make Healy World a $1 billion company. We are running years and years ahead on all the data we have gathered for 15 years. Again, all protected, all encrypted, so no one knows that Mrs. Jones has a bladder problem. So with these apps, of course, there's a disclaimer, but we're not going there into deep right now. They did surveys and they asked, like, where are you using the Healy for in general? Most people do it for pain, then comes regeneration, and then comes prevention, so health promotion. A lot of people, they are not sick, they are not having issues, but they knew that to keep their cells young and the process of absorbing nutrients much better and expelling toxins much better, we need to work on prevention. So we are becoming older, but healthier older. Then we have stress, chronic complaints, acute complaints, sleep concerns, wellness, seasonal discomfort, fitness, skin, mood, apprehension, etc. 80% is using the Healy daily, and 10% as required, and 9% every 2-3 days. Only 1% is using it weekly. So, like I told you, you can have 3 till 4 programs a day, but not even everyone is doing 3-4 programs a day. So not everyone is having the same results, maybe you notice. But in those 2 weeks' time that people are testing it out, a whopping 90%, 96% of people notice an improvement of their concerns, from a complete improvement to a slight improvement. But I've never seen with what kind of concepts like pills, powders, juices. I've never seen anything happening in 2 weeks' time that 96% of people notice an improvement. Really, really cool. And how many applications did you need it to have a positive effect noticeable? 15% has it after 1 application, another after 2 applications, and 20% after 3 applications. So that means half of all people have a positive effect noticed after 3 applications. Only 17% needed to have more than 10 applications to notice something positive. But everybody is different. How long did it take you to get into the condition and shape you are right now? And how many programs are you using? And which programs? What is the intensity? So, and sometimes even people can experience detox symptoms. So because the body starts to come into a detox mode and it starts to clean itself up, you can experience maybe a headache or a little bit more fatigue, or maybe you are getting a cold sore, or you're getting sick even. That is possible. Just drink lots and lots and lots of water when you are using the Healy. And sometimes you need to get rid of toxins first you need to clean something in order to make it something beautiful. You cannot do wallpaper or paint your walls when there's so much crap and stuff in your house. Sometimes you first need to start cleaning before you can paint everything. Because of this, 94% of people is so happy with the Healy that they would like to recommend it to others. And this is exactly where Marcus Smeke came in, and he says, this is the reason why we want to put this in a social selling concept. When people are happy and they share it with someone else, why wouldn't we give them a commission about it? Why wouldn't we give them the possibility to earn something with it? So they have chosen for social selling. And this is a different way of putting a Healy into a shop. Because when you put it in the shop, you have all the middlemen, you have all these big commercial and advertising budgets that you need to calculate in. So in general, the Healy would be much more expensive in a shop than if you would have it online via social selling. So for the ones who don't want to know about how to earn your Healy back, or how to get a free upgrade, or how to start a business, then maybe this is the right time to end this webinar for you. Just go back to the person who referred you to this webinar and ask them what kind of Healy to start with in order to test it out for 2 weeks. Not happy, send it back and you get your full money back guarantee. But for the ones who just want to know how to get a free upgrade, how to make money with this, and especially in this time, then stick on, and I'm going to touch a few slides where I'm going to explain this. Of course, you need to put some work in it. It's not, sit on your ass and not opening your mouth and then you're earning money. If you start with this and you are excited, you share it with some people, you make some posts, an interest posts on Facebook, maybe some people will ask you like, hey, what's going on? We are in a worldwide market for nutritional supplements and health and fitness wearables. So there's a huge growth potential in these markets. And the frequency home application market was just less than 10 million US dollars in the last 20 years. We, with this concept, have already gained like tens of millions of US dollars in profit. And probably this year we will reach, in 1 year time, we will reach the $100 million mark, and it's going to happen. So we have an extremely high growth rate. We are the fastest growing network marketing company in the last 10 years. But, this is network marketing, but I like to say social selling, because network marketing, in my opinion, is old-fashioned, because it reminds me of putting stock in my garage and put a cell cap on and trying to sell a product, a juice, a pill, a herb, I don't know what, to someone. But this is not how this is working. Healy World is different. When you are excited, when you refer people to a webinar and they say like, oh, this is interesting, where can I buy it? You just refer them to your own custom landing page, which you get from the company. The only thing you have to think of is a name. And when you refer people to those pages, you can do business worldwide. We can do business in 45 countries in the world. How cool is that? Who do you know in Italy? Who do you know in India? Who do you know in Australia? Who do you know in England? Who do you know around the corner? Doesn't matter. Who do you know in one of these open countries? You can do business there. You can refer people to a webinar, and if they like it, what they see, they can order it. Maybe you don't know someone in those countries, but who do you know who knows people in one of these countries? So, the sky is the limit. You can really make something beautiful out of this. If someone orders a Healy and the company sees that they come via you because you have used your link, then the company is giving half of what the product is worth. It gives it back in commission. So a Healy Gold worth €500, which is about $550 probably, €250 goes back into the network. Part are you getting, part is what the team is getting to make you successful. So instead of all the training of staff in shops, we are doing the training in our teams. So the reason why I'm doing this webinar is that some people out of our team are looking, and because I help them with it, they can do business, and the company also gives me a small part of that. Really, really nice and interesting. So that makes it a very honest, rewarding. So from a Healy worth €500, €250 goes back in the network, and we put it in points. So in the US, they can recalculate it to the dollars, and in Japan, they can put it into yen. The Healy resonance, worth 2,500 euro, 1,250 euro goes back in the network. Part is what you are getting for a direct sale, and part is what the rest of the team is getting. So not in the USA, but in the rest of the world, if you start with a certain kind of Healy determines what kind of percentage you're getting of these points. In the USA, it doesn't matter what kind of package that you start with. If you start with the gold, you're getting 30% of 250 euro, means 75 euro as a commission. If you sell a resonance to someone, you're getting 40% of 1,250 points is 500 euro, which is about $550 probably, as a commission. If you want to earn a free upgrade, doesn't matter what kind of Healy you want to start with, you can always earn an upgrade, or you can buy an upgrade. But for example, if you find in the fast start period, which is like the first 30 days, if you start and you find 3 people and they all keep their Healy after the 14 days right of revocation, then you are getting, beside the direct commission, you are getting a free upgrade to the Healy Gold to a holistic health. So that means an extra gift of 500 euro, $550 to you. You can find 3 people, you can find 6 people in the first 30 days. Then you are getting 2 upgrades. You can find 9 people in the first 30 days. You're getting 3 upgrades. So someone starting with a gold and they find 9 people, they have a Healy resonance then. At the moment, there's not a 30-day, but for everyone starting in July, there's a 60-day fast start promotion. So everyone starting in the month of July, there is not a 30-day window, there's a 60-day window. So there's even more easier for you to get an upgrade. You can also start with a Healy resonance. Yes, it is an investment in yourself, but if you then find 3 people and they all keep their Healy, then you receive an extra Healy resonance as a gift from the company. That is 2,500 euro worth of product as an extra resonance, which you can borrow or rent out to someone of your team members, or maybe someone who wants to experiment with it, or maybe you want to give it to your mother, whatever. It's up to you. It's your extra Healy. So this is really something nice that is giving you the perks of extra income. And if you do this, if you sell a Holistic Health Plus or a Resonance in the first 30, or now in the month July, 60 days, you are getting an extra cash bonus if you are selling one of these devices. So instead of 500 euro when you sell a resonance, you're getting extra cash, 100 cash bonus extra means 600 euro as a bonus. Really, really nice. The compensation at a glance is, for 30-40% the direct bonus, and then you have the dual bonus where you are building a left team and right team. Everyone in the left team is buying and selling Healys, so points will be gathered there and points will be gathered in the right team. At the end of the month, 15% of the weakest team point value will be added to your bonus. And this is really where the residual income is coming from. Of course, you need to build a team, but this is really, really interesting, and 15% is a lot. Then we have a matching bonus in where your direct people and up till 4 levels deep, you are earning something about what they are earning. and the company is matching their bonus to your, because if you have a highly good paid team, it is automatically resulting into you getting more bonuses. And this is a helping business. And because we have the dual bonus and the matching bonus, we are helping each other. So it's no elbow work. It's not like in normal corporate world. We are having a team culture where we are thriving together, where we are helping and lifting each other. And this is different than normal corporate world. And this is why I love network marketing. And this is why I love why we have these possibilities. Then we have these other bonuses as well, but I'm not going to go into that. The last slide I want to show you is that we have huge potential for the future. Enhancement of the software, expansion of the technology, and what I know already, what's coming out is amazing. I'm in the product development board, so I already had a glimpse of what's coming. And wow, the only thing I can say is that wow, 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 wow. We are now at the beginning of something big. There is an opportunity waiting for people for us. And the only thing that I want to say is that, can you still remember the time where everyone had Blackberries and had Nokia phones? And then suddenly the iPhone 1 came out. And everyone was mocking Apple about, ha, 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 look at that thing, what apps, what should we do with apps? We have the Nokia, it's like very stable and we are being the biggest phone company, whatever. But have you seen what that small iPhone has done and changed the world of mobile phone? About all the millions of apps that have been developed in meantime. Healy is at that same spot we are right now. Keep that in mind. So with all these things said, I thank you very much for your attention. Still 140 people at the end of this webinar. Applause, listening to my mumbling. And I'm very happy that I gave this webinar. I always do this every Tuesday evening for me, maybe morning or afternoon for you. But I'm very happy that I can give a little bit more insight and a demonstration about how this works. And I know this is a lot of information to deal with, but maybe you have a good understanding of what this is doing right now. Go back to the person who referred you to this webinar and ask them what they can do for you and what they can and what the possibilities are, and start with it. If you don't like it, just send the product back and you get a full money back guarantee. So there's no risk at all in trying it out. I thank you very much, and maybe till the next time, and let's see you another time. If people want to unmute themselves and say hi, bye, now is the time and possibility. If people want to applaud, they can do this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is wonderful.
Thanks.
Ciao.
Thank you so much.
Love
my Healy. Love my Healy.
You are a true gift.
Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you.
Thank
Ciao.
you.
Take care.
Bye.
Until next Tuesday.
Till next Tuesday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations on
Thank
getting rid of
you.
Bye-bye.
What a
Thank you.
blessing. God bless you. God bless.